My name is Armiteja Shurmamilla. I'm currently pursuing a master's in MIT. So today I'm making this video regarding one of my assignments. So I'm discussing about the security scanners and their vulnerabilities. So now I'm going to share my screen and discuss in detail. Yeah. So this is my feedback from assignment 1A. And so today I'm discussing about it. As I told you earlier, I'm discussing about the security scanners. So basically we use security scanners to detect the vulnerabilities in any software and applications or in any website or in any home pages. So among them, I choose to prefer three more main security scanners. One is Nikto, Searchploit, and Skipfish. So Nikto. So now comes to Nikto. Nikto, it's a scanner that uses website and server immediately with a popular Nikto web scanner. So these testing service can be used to test a website, virtual host, and also a web server for the known security vulnerabilities and misconfigurations. So whenever you are going to scan the website, the known, so we can use the Nikto. So because Nikto performs over 6,000 tests against a website. It is a large number of tests for both security vulnerabilities and misconfigured web servers. Make it a goal-to tool for many security professionals and also system administrators. Also here I'm showing the right command to run on Nikto in the Linux programming. So this is one of my screenshot and later on I can show you in detail in live. And now the second one is a searchploit. Searchploit is a command line search tool for exploit DB that allows you to take a copy of your exploit database with you. It means basically we use searchploit to detect the errors and detect the vulnerabilities in any homepage of, of any website, and we can copy the data by using the search exploit of to make the perform offline searches. And also one of the main advantage for the search exploit is we can also use this search exploit scanner in offline too. We no need to have the internet access for this one. So this capability is especially useful for the security assessment on network without internet access. That's one of the advantage. And the last one is the Skipfish. It is an active web application security reconnaissance tool. It appear It appears the sitemap for the targeted site by carrying out the recursive crawl and dictionary-based props. So the resulting map is then automated with an output from the number of active security checks. The final report generated by the tool is meant to serve as a foundation for professional web applications security assessments. So basically, the Skipfish is used by the admins to check the errors on their web applications because it gives the in-depth detail assessment for vulnerabilities. So when you're having any vulnerabilities in your scanner or in your web applications, you can use Skipfish to get the in-depth knowledge where the error has gone, where the vulnerabilities, and so that you can be ready when the attackers can attack you before attackers attacking you. And now I'm going to run these three commands in Linux and show you how these applications work in the real time. Yeah. So this is my Linux. So now I'm entering my password here. Yeah. So the first one I'm going to show you was the Nikto. Yeah. So here I'm going to attack the Google server. So the google.com, this is my targeted one. So now I'm going to launch an attack. So this is the command we use to enter. So nikto /h http and www.google.com. So not only the Google, what are the site or web page or home pages you want to attack, you can just type it on here in this one. So instead of the google.com, you can use the facebook.com or any other website you have. I'm just launching attack. And here you can see this is my Nikto version 2.6. So and also I got the result, and here my target IP was this 142.250.62.228, and my target host name was google.com. And here you can see the target ports were 80, and start time you can see the non just now I launched an attack. And these are all the entries I'm to get in. So these data are used for the professionals to rectify vulnerabilities and how the attackers can launch an attack and where they can launch. And now I'm going to show Skipfish. Yeah. So this is the command to run the Skipfish, just followed by just like a Nikto. Instead of Nikto, here you can write the Skipfish followed by 0 files and http.google.com. So I'm just making it to look easier. So by taking the same website for all three scanners, just like google.com, I'm launching an attack. So here you can see in terms of Skipfish, it's apart from the Nikto, you can see the files, actions, edit, view, help, and also here you can see the QUV means Q completely separates the duplicate nodes in the reports, and where VB quit disable real-time progress stats, and V enables runtime logging. And also decision management options also here you can see in the word list S or V, and also performance settings also you can view here, and also other settings. So send commands, and so now this is done. And then now the next scanner I'm going to show was the search exploit. And now I'm going to return the command for this search exploit. Yeah, search exploit. So here you can see that search exploit followed by now for to making it easier or to making it somewhat different. So now here I'm taking the Facebook. So now I'm going to launch an attack on the Facebook, just like you can see here. So now I just typed in enter and just printing enter. Yeah. So here you can see the so basically in search exploit it shows us the title and also the path. So as a Facebook Google review system for business cross-site, here this is the web page and also the clone script SQL. So basically here in the titles, mainly we can see the progress by using the scanner. We can see the where the vulnerabilities are existed in these kind of things. One is in SQL injection, whether it is happened or not, and also cross-site request forgery. So any attacker or requester for any fake requests, so we can view it here. Any active control buffer overflow, so whether we can see that the buffer is overflow or not. So whether the attacker sometimes like they can send multiple fake requests and make the buffer overflow. So now, so this is all the skins we can done. So now I'm done with this one. So yeah, so this is how we can run the commands in Linux of these three scanners. I hope you're enjoying it. Yeah. So the final report here, you can see for the Skipfish, yeah, and also Open Index. These are all the screenshots I took in. I seen you earlier in real time. So weakness with their solutions. So on the above three node equipments used for the assessment of the weak point my gadget. So we discovered what I discovered was there are numerous threats which can also additionally lead to the larger harm to the gadgets. So like if they are no longer or in a valid time fashion, means like the mobiles or any devices, they are not up to date in terms of their security checks or in terms of their software. So to stable the structure, so that the attacks may happen. So what we are doing is to stable the structure in opposition to the one's threats. So those equipments offer solutions and also which can be carried out. So these three security scanners can let us to know whether we require any software updates or any security patches we need to install and those kind of things. Also, it affords with a few pointers for the execution, the beauty extent of safety. Also, it also helps us to get the few pointers for execution to make it very useful for us in terms of when a breaches happen. We can aware of it. And also we can rectify it for known vulnerabilities. So these weakness may be both associated with the software level, community level, and also code level. So all these levels we can check for the errors by using these three scanners. And these are my references. I just gone through this one and where I gathered my information in this one. So I hope you enjoy this video, and thank you. This was all I got. Thank you.